Hello, dear seekers. Today, we embark on a profound journey. A journey into the heart of a question that has echoed through the ages. Why does evil exist? Specifically, for many, it's, why did God create the devil? This question, it vexed me deeply. Even as a young child, as a Christian, it was a source of great perplexity, the broader problem of evil. It's a thorny issue for Christian theology from a Gnostic perspective. It seems clearer. On the surface at least, evil exists because this world, it's the creation of an ignorant God. Not a good and wise God, but an evil one. Yet, just as the Christian ponders the devil, the Gnostic faces a similar question. Why does the Demiurge exist? And like a Christian wondering why God doesn't destroy the devil. One of you asked me, why doesn't Abraxas simply destroy the Demiurge? My answer is this. It's unwise to destroy something, unless you truly understand why it's there. Perhaps it's necessary. Perhaps destroying it is like cutting off the branch you're sitting on. Perhaps to destroy it is to destroy yourself. I believe in the principle of sufficient reason. If there were no reason for the Demiurge to exist, it simply would not exist. So the deeper question is, why does the Demiurge exist? What is its reason for being? Before I delve into my answer, I want to be unequivocally clear. I do not take Gnostic mythology literally, and I believe the ancient Gnostics, they never intended their myths to be taken literally. I also believe the stories Orthodox Christianity considers historical. They too were created by ancient Gnostics and intended as myth and allegory. But this does not mean they aren't true. Christ was born of a virgin. Christ restored sight to the blind. He raised the dead. He was crucified, buried and resurrected. On the third day he is returning. But we must understand what these statements mean. We must understand what the other Gnostic myths mean. To truly understand them, you must enter into them. You must experience the inner truths they express. I can attempt to convey this experience through philosophical discussion, but I must admit up front, my philosophical answer will lack the raw power and persuasion of the direct experience of gnosis that the myths are designed to lead you into. One core truth in Gnostic myth is the oneness of existence. This universal oneness, you can call it the all. The one. Abraxas. Or, my Father, who art in heaven. It is all the same. It is the fundamental reality, the source of all being. From this oneness, everything arises, everything returns. It is both immanent and transcendent, beyond our full comprehension. Yet intimately connected to us, the Gnostic myths, they are not historical accounts, they are symbolic narratives, they speak to the soul, they illuminate inner truths, they guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. So, why the Demiurge? Why this seemingly lesser, ignorant God? If all is truly one, if the pleroma, the fullness, is perfect, why this apparent imperfection? Consider the nature of creation itself. To create is to differentiate, to bring forth something new. From the undifferentiated whole, the Demiurge. It represents the principle of individuation, of form, of structure. It is the architect of the material world, the world of duality, of opposites, light and shadow, good and evil, birth and death. Without this differentiation, without this manifest world, how could consciousness evolve? How could we come to know ourselves? How could we experience the pleroma? The Demiurge is not inherently evil, it is ignorant. It believes itself to be the ultimate creator, the one true God. This is its limitation, its blindness. It does not perceive the higher reality, the true source, but this ignorance, it serves a purpose, it creates the conditions for awakening. Imagine a dream, vivid, compelling. In the dream, you believe it's all there is. You experience joy, sorrow, fear. Only upon waking do you realize it was a dream. The Demiurge's creation, it's a kind of cosmic dream, a realm of limited perception, within which we can awaken, within which we can transcend. Consider the concept of the fall. Not a moral failing, but a descent into materiality. Forgetting of our true nature, the human soul, a spark of the divine, imprisoned within this material realm, a vessel created by the Demiurge, but this imprisonment, it is also an opportunity for growth, for self-discovery. For remembrance. The limitations of this world, they are precisely what push us, what compel us to seek something more, to question, to look beyond the veil. The Demiurge, in its ignorance, provides the very challenge. That leads to Gnosis.2, knowledge. 2, awakening. Think of it like a dark room. You are born into it, you know nothing else. But there are faint glimmers, whispers of light. These whispers draw you, compel you to seek the source, and as you seek, you discover the door. And then the sun, the Demiurge, is the architect of the dark room, not out of malice, but out of its own limited understanding, its own self-perception, as the ultimate. But within that room are the seeds of liberation. The divine spark within each of us yearns for reunion, yearns for remembrance. The pain, the suffering, the challenges of this world, they are not divine punishment, they are catalysts, they are lessons, they sharpen our perception, they deepen our empathy, they strengthen our resolve. If there were no challenges, no perceived evil, would we ever truly strive for good? Would we ever truly appreciate love? The Gnostic perspective, it redefines evil, not as an external force, but as a consequence of limitation, of ignorance. The Demiurge is not purely evil, it is flawed, it is limited, and its creation reflects those limitations. But within those limitations lies the potential for profound spiritual evolution. So why doesn't Abraxas destroy the Demiurge? To destroy the Demiurge would be to destroy the very stage upon which our spiritual drama unfolds. It would be to extinguish the conditions. For our awakening, it would be to remove the resistance that strengthens us. Think of an oyster, an irritant enters its shell. A grain of sand, the oyster does not destroy the irritant, it transforms it, it coats it with layers, creating a pearl. The Demiurge and its creation are like that irritant. They provide the friction, the challenge, that allows us to create our own pearl of gnosis, the oneness of existence, the all. It encompasses everything, including the Demiurge and its creation. It is all part of the grand tapestry, the divine play. To destroy a part of the whole would be to diminish the whole, to deny a necessary aspect of itself. The Demiurge serves a cosmic purpose. It is an agent of differentiation, a necessary step in the unfolding of consciousness. It allows for the experience of separation, so that the joy of reunion can be fully appreciated. It allows for the illusion of ignorance, so that the brilliance of Gnosis can shine forth. Consider the metaphor of a dream again. If you wake up from a dream, do you destroy the dream? No, it simply dissolves. Its reality recedes, because your consciousness has shifted. The Demiurge, it will not be destroyed in a cataclysmic battle. It will be transcended as humanity awakens. As more and more individuals attain gnosis, the power of the Demiurge, its hold on our perception, will diminish. It will no longer be seen as the ultimate, but as a limited, albeit necessary stage. This is not a battle of good versus evil, in the conventional sense. It is an evolution of consciousness, a shedding of illusion. Remembrance of truth. The return of Christ in Gnostic thought is not a literal, physical return, it is the awakening of the Christ consciousness within each individual, the realization of our inherent divinity. This is the resurrection, not of a physical body, but of the spirit within. The restoration of sight to the blind is the opening of inner vision, the ability to perceive spiritual truth, to see beyond the illusions of the material world. Raising the dead is awakening those who are spiritually asleep, those who are lost in the dream of the Demiurge's creation, the crucifixion, the burying, the resurrection. These are not historical events alone, they are processes within each of us. The crucifixion is the ego's surrender, the letting go of false self. The burying is the descent into the unconscious. Facing our shadows, the resurrection is the emergence of the true self, the divine spark, radiant, and alive. This understanding of myth, it requires an inner journey. It requires experiencing these truths, not just intellectualizing them. It means entering into the myths, allowing them to resonate within you, to reveal their profound meaning. Gnosis is not acquired knowledge, it is direct experience. It is an awakening, a recognition of what you already are, the universal oneness, the all. It is not something external to you. You are a part of it, an expression of it. The demiurge, the material world, the challenges we face, they are all part of the divine design, a complex, intricate dance designed for our evolution, designed for our remembrance. So when you ponder the existence of evil, or the demiurge, or the devil, remember this: it's not about eradication, it's about transformation, it's about transcending, it's about awakening, it's about realizing the deeper truth that all is one, and even what appears to be opposition serves a higher purpose. It is all part of the path to Gnosis, the path home. Embrace the journey, embrace the questions, for they are guides leading you deeper into the heart of truth. The divine light. It resides within you. Always. It is never truly lost, only sometimes forgotten. And the purpose of the Demiurge, the purpose of this world, is to provide the conditions for that remembrance, to fan the flames of that inner light, so it can burn brightly and illuminate your path until you fully realize your oneness with the all, with Abraxas, with the Father. It is a journey of liberation, of profound freedom. As you awaken, the chains of illusion fall away, the limitations dissolve, and you see the world not as a prison, but as a sacred school, a training ground for the soul. And even the demiurge, even the apparent evil, becomes a teacher, a catalyst for growth. So do not fear the darkness. It is only a shadow cast by a greater light, and that light. Is within you. Always. Thank you for joining me on this profound exploration. May your journey be filled with Gnosis, with understanding. And with endless love. Until next time, beloved souls.